Hello everyone, and greetings. Today, whoops, I don't mean to pause that. Today we are doing another what if, and this is, what if Deku was screaming death? Not Dragon Ball, sheesh. There we go. As I said before, if you didn't hear me before, you heard me right. How's it going? This is, you already know who I am, so let's get to it. Today, like I said, we are doing the one-shot of what if Deku was screaming death. Now, for those who do not know who Screaming Death is, because they probably never seen How to Train Your Dragon, I am going to show you. Just give me a minute. I should have done this sooner, but I had paperwork. Not how to toilet. How to take a screenshot on a computer. No, I don't need that. How to screenshot a Chromebook? Nope. Don't need those anymore. Give me a minute. How to... Aha! No, not toothless. This, Screaming Death. Origin. O-R. Oh, Whispering Death. My bad. Wrong name. Whispering. Is that what it is? Whispering Death? I hope that it. Is it Whispering Death? Oh. Never mind. It's Screaming Death. My apologies, people. Well, okay. Give me a minute. Let me look for it. Where the fuck is it? Give me a minute. Here we go. This is probably... Hopefully this is it. Pause break. Okay, I'm back. I couldn't find like a full-on version of it, so you're just with this. Give me a minute.
Screaming Death. We first discovered evidence of this boulder-class dragon in an underground well, deep below Burke. Between the oversized eggs and freshly burrowed tunnel, we knew this dragon was going to be a challenge. And let me tell you, he did not disappoint. If you're thinking this dragon looks familiar, you're not alone. The Screaming Death shares many similarities with its fellow boulder-class dragon, the Whispering Death. Namely, its long snake-like body, the ability to shoot spikes, and oversized teeth that can chew through solid rock. But that's where the similarities end and the Screaming Death gets, well, deathier. Like the name implies, the Screaming Death has a roar so loud it's able to both disorient and disable other dragons. And while the Whispering Death avoids the sun at all costs, the Screaming Death actually prefers it. A discovery that we were actually able to use to our advantage. Though we were able to stun the Screaming Death into submission, our victory was only temporary.
Yeah, that's pretty much the origin that I can find about the Screaming Death. And because the Screaming Death is not really that well known in the Dragon universe. Now, you're probably all thinking in your head, Dunkle Dylan, why are you doing this now? Even though you've been asked this literally 12 years ago. Well, here's a reason. The reason I didn't do it, well, it wasn't 12 years ago. It was like probably a year ago. The reason I didn't do it fully away because I never seen How to Train Your Dragon in like a many years, so yeah. So that's why I didn't like fully jump the gun, so to speak. I just went to it. When I mean to went to it, I mean I had to do a lot of studying, a lot of things, seeing what I can know about the Screaming Death. And as you hear from Hiccup, the Screaming Jeff does not disappoint. Now, in this origin, Izuku is Eri's big brother, and their biological father is Overall. Now you're all probably thinking, but Dylan, Overall is an abusive shitbird. Well, it's a timeline. It's called a what if, not an AU. So, well, actually, it is an AU. Here's the best way of saying it. He is not abusive. Inko is. Inko wanted to sell her kids to the Hero Society so she could make coin. That's half the reason why a certain person like Izuku actually managed to capacitate her. Oh, capacitate her. It is such a low-born way of saying it. She was fucking, what's the best word of saying it? Deactivated of her life. AKA Izuku killed her. And Overall didn't flinch. Because, number one, he was going to do it anyway. So, technically, Overall just did his job for him. However, here's the best part. Overall is not actually a villain in this one. Oh, no. Normally, I would make people the bad guys, but you know me. I like to make the bad guys the good guys sometimes. Not in this AU. In this one, Izuku's new mom is, I'm gonna say, oh, what was that once? Ryoku, I think her name was. In case you don't know who I'm talking about, I can't remember her name because I never really did a mother figure of her. His mother is now, the dragon hero. I can't remember her name. Ryoku, I think. I hope I'm saying that right. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be thinking I'm an idiot. Now, in this what if, Izuku Midoriya is pretty much sitting down, minding his own concern, and even actually going to a new home. To their new home, because Overall and Ryoku actually got married and actually adopted them. Well, Ryoku already had the kid, but they always saw Ryoku as a mother figure anyway, so that's why they accepted her a lot more quicker. And Ryoku doesn't see Izuku's dragon form as a threat, even though she knows why it's called Screaming Death. Now, the reason everyone thinks that Izuku's quirk is villainous, it's called Screaming Death. And that's half the reason why the Hero Society is scared of him, but it's mostly because actually, unlike his name, he's not really a big threat. What I mean is, Izuku is not a fighter. He doesn't like fighting. He actually is not a big fan of it. The only reason he fights, unless he extremely has to, or protecting his sister, Eri. So that's who he's mostly protecting in case if something goes wrong. Eri, however, is more hot-headed and cussing, like Bakugo. Now, Bakugo is also a sibling, and he has a quirk similar to Izuku's called Whispering Death. And it is about what you expect. Their quirks are similar, but unlike Bakugo, he's actually blind, and people bully him because of his quirk and his blindness. But once Izuku gets involved and pretty much start fighting, they run. They run away and they pray that he doesn't kill them. The reason I know this is because Shoto bullies Izuku's sibling all the time. Eri has a quirk too called Fire Explosion and Time. Yes, I'm giving her a quirk. And like I said, she's more of a hot-headed sister. She's like the overprotective sister that you respect, but you sometimes find a little bit difficult to control. She has a temper shorter than Katsuki's explosions. So that's why Izuku's mostly the calm one, and so is Bakugo. Because Bakugo doesn't want to be a villain. Hell, he doesn't even want to be a hero. He actually wants to be a therapist, unlike the others. However, the Hero Society think that'd be a waste of talent, and they tried to force him to join more than once, but Izuku always interfered, along with Overall and Ryu. Ryu even told Nezu this, and he was pissed. Not because they didn't join, because the Hero Society tried to force them to join. So after that stunt, Izuku All Might was actually gotten a big increase on his salary pay for a year. And his money was going to Katsuki's therapy school. Now, the therapy school actually treated him like a person. They didn't treat him like a monster, because they actually saw through the quirk. However, when Izuku got done, Izuku just pretty much bluntly said, and now we get started with Izuku, who is at his normal class along with Bot Eri. Now, Eri has blood on her knuckles, and Izuku has blood on his teeth, because they just got done fighting a couple of students, so they're now in detention. With Overall, who's just getting back from work, and sees Ryuku's sign saying, got in trouble again, going to see them. Kids, we talked about this. And then they see Ryuku walking in. Okay, what happened this time? Did someone bully your sibling again? Actually, they actually have a good reason now. Why? He points at Bakugo, who now has a burned scar on his arm. What happened? Ask Todoroki. What? He looks at Todoroki. Endeavor, I swear, I didn't know about this. You didn't know? Are you saying to me that this was forbidden? I forbid them to do this. My deepest apologies, Ryuku. I did not even know. I swear. I know you, Endeavor. We knew each other since high school, and I know you wouldn't have done this. So what's his punishment? Oh, he's grounded for a week, for 9 years. What? You heard me. That is so unfair. Oh, unfair. And fighting a blind kid is any better? How is beating up a blind kid and giving him a 3rd-degree burn any better? Tell me, son, how is that any better? Sorry for yelling, you two. It's fine. Now, I'm not even mad that you two beat on my son, on Izuku and Eri. I'm not mad at all, okay? Okay. Just keep your son in control and we'll be fine. Oh, don't worry. I will. Oh, because he's not going to be here anymore. What? You heard me. You're moving out. Out. You're not living with me anymore. Whatever. Never liked you anyway. You're not even my biological son. You're adopted. What? You heard me, you little Am I allowed to cuss? We already know our cuss words. But does... He points at Bakugo. I know my cussing, sir. Okay. I just want to make sure. I don't want to offend you, Katsuki. It's fine, Endeavor. Yeah, you little shit. You're adopted. You're never my kid to begin with. You want to know who your biological father is? Your biological father was a pedophile. But he doesn't even know what to say. So Izuku just walks out. A bit harsh, don't you think, Endeavor? Knowing my son, knowing in him. Is he real? His father was an actual pedophile. I'm not joking. But anyway, you two, as I said, I am deeply sorry. Endeavor, it's okay. We knew you ever since we were kids. We know you wouldn't do this on purpose. We know you. I'm glad you do. But, as I said, my deepest apologies. How's, Dabi? Oh, he came with me. He's probably beating up his brother as we speak. And next thing you know, they just hear Shoto crying. And with Dabi, a bruised up hand. Oh. Sorry. You're fine. Is he okay? Bakugo, you are too nice and too pure for this world. And he beat you up. True, but it doesn't mean we can't show kindness. Bakugo's just too pure for this world. Oh, I know, right? That's what I said. Even my husband agrees. Bakugo's too pure for this world. And he's cute. I'm not cute. Bakugo, you're adorable. You can't escape it. You're a cutie. Shut up. Oh, that reminds me. Did you talk to that man? Did you talk to that girl yet? Shut up. Up. Oh. Katsuki. No. I deserve that. Why? I've been teasing him about him having a girlfriend for the past 3 weeks now. Seriously, son? Don't judge me. I mean, have you seen the woman he has a crush on? Wow. And this when Izuku gets bumped in the head. Ow! I deserve that. I deserve that. Stop teasing your brother. It's kind of hard not to since it's fun. He gets bumped in the head again. Ow! Okay, I'll stop. Sheesh. He should stop whacking me in the head. Are you going to stop? Probably not. But, yeah, that's what I thought. Katsuki, does he always do this? Only if he wants to. So this is almost like a normal everyday thing. A little bit, but he doesn't do it on purpose. He just does it to tease me. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Or, don't worry, Mom. Okay. And Izuku? I'm grounded, aren't I? Not as bad as he is. He points at Izuku. He points at, well... Oh. He's more grounded than he thinks. Oh, so I'm not in trouble. Oh, you're still in trouble. Crap. I mean, crub. But yeah, change that answer, son. Anyway, Eri, as for your punishment... Miss Schmidt? Alright, what is it? You gotta clean the dishes with your brother. Dang it. Yeah. And as for you, Katsuki, I know, show. I know. Oh, you care about me? Well, of course we care about you. You're my son. I will always care for you, no matter what. Really? Really? So you're okay with me asking someone out? I'm okay with you asking someone out as long as they're not... bad influence. Yes, Mom. I swear, one of these days, he's going to get himself... I swear, his kindness is going to get himself killed. I just know it. I hate to say it too, but I agree. His kindness is going to get himself killed. But anywho, Izuku. Oh, yeah. Huh? Let's just go home. Wait, that's it? No buts? No shenanigans? Don't test me. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, that's what I thought. No, don't even try to test me. I know what you do. I just wish you could control that temper. I do not have... At least my temper's not as bad as Eri's. Hey, you're showing your eyes. Oh. Anyway, let's go, you kids. Are they okay going? They're suspended for a week. Well, except Kotsky. It's probably wise I wait before I come back. What makes you say that? Principal, this is my siblings we're talking about. They won't let me even leave the house unless they're with me, and you know that. Yeah, you're right. I will allow you to stay due to we both know what your siblings are like. Thank you, sir. Stay out of trouble, you two. We're always out of trouble. I mean, come on, Teach. This is us we're talking about. That's my point. Don't worry, I'll make sure they stay out of trouble. Well, you always say that. Very funny, Principal. Bye. See ya. And this one he walks off, and the principal's thinking, $50, say I'm gonna have to go and show up in court one of these days with those kids. It's one of these days, I swear, those kids are gonna get themselves in trouble more than anything. Like, I swear. Anyway, when Izuku Midoriya pretty much started getting to the location he needed to go to... Ow, my neck. He went to the one location he knew he was gonna be wet. Oh, God. What? What? His pretty much back at home. Oh, home sweet home. So, what happened this time? Crap. Kotsky, well, she looks like Kotsky. Oh my God, what happened? I'm fine, really. Like, Kotsky, you got burned by Todoroki. Again? Yeah, Endeavor kicked him out of the house after this stunt. Don't you think that's a little... Oh, they say just look at him. Okay, I'll keep my mouth shut. But I get it. He deserved worse, I know. How bad was he beaten up? Kids? Not too big. We swear, nothing too big. I swear. Katsuki. Judging by him crying and begging, he was beaten up pretty bad, and also I smelled blood in Izuku's teeth. Fuck, you're so pure, but I wish sometimes you weren't such a snitch. And they just look at Katsuki. I mean, they just look at Izuku. Okay, I may have went overboard. Eri? I didn't go overboard. They look at her. Okay, I may have went overboard too. How big? He was springing in agony, and I heard him yell, "Ow, you bit my arm off." They look at Izuku. Like I said, I went a little overboard. You two gotta control your tempers. Kinda hard, a little bit, Mom. I know, but still. I have an idea. What? Why don't you two join UA Academy? Are you out of your mind? Yeah, are you crazy? See? Well, hear me out, you three. Hear me out. The reason I think that because you've been bottling up your energy for so long, it's starting to become your anger. I don't want you to accidentally hurt someone. You'll end up in prison. And also, you'll get paid. How much? I knew that was going to get your attentions. Not much, about $3.59 billion. If we hunt down and take care of bad guys. Not take care, arrest. No brutalizing. Hey, you're no fun. And I am your mother. I'm not supposed to be fun. I'm taking a guess we have no choice. Well, I was thinking of getting you to that thing you wanted. I mean, that device that allows you to... We're going! I mean, you always didn't know how to make... Huh. You always know how to make them obey, don't you? I am a mother. It's my job. Alright, but what are we gonna do? Because, number one, if we think about it, that this is them we're talking about. You sure this is a good idea? You got a better idea to make sure they don't go out of control to the point where they might accidentally kill someone? Gym boxing? I mean, gym school? Oh, too risky. Boxing class. They'll use your temper. Art class? That's not enough patience. Well, shoot. UA is the only option, huh? Believe me, I tried other schools. They're just too violent. Okay. But I don't want them near All Might. Oh, believe me, I asked Nezu. He said he won't allow them near him. He won't allow him near him. Here then. Really? He won't allow them near him. The only one that's allowed near him is Endeavor, because due to him having a better respect for him. Why do I got a feeling I swear, Endeavor's planning something. Sweetie. He's a teen father. He's literally what? 15? Look, like I said, I'm a teen mom, and you're okay with me. You don't want him to get hurt. I understand. And besides, we don't have to worry about them going to UA yet. They gotta be at college first. Why wasn't Endeavor accepted then? He had no choice. His mother forced him. Remember? Until, well, the incident. Them remembering what Izuku did to Endeavor's mom by piercing her entire body full of quills. Yeah, that still traumatizes me to this day. Luckily, Katsuki doesn't know. Don't know what? Nothing, son. Say, don't you have a project to do? Project? You know, something fancy. Son, are you okay going with... I know about them going to UA. Oh, you do? Yeah, and I'm staying with them. What? You heard me. Think. This is them we're talking about. They do not have a good temper. They'll be easily angry if I'm not there. So you're suggesting you go with them? Well, if that's okay. I mean, I'm not saying no, but half of me doesn't want to say yes. Yes, is what I'm trying to say. Don't worry, Mom. We'll be fine. This is us we're talking about. We're harmless. Uh-huh, harmless. Where have I heard that before? You two are as harmless as a cactus. Oh, rude. We're not that dangerous. Izuku. Okay. We'll try our best to behave. Thank you. And Izuku and Obakugo. I'm probably gonna be in therapy. There are hero therapists. Maybe I am actually thinking of doing that. Wait, UA allows therapy class now? Yeah. Wow. Oh, just in case if they do join, they allow therapy class. Especially for someone like Katsuki. I mean, especially someone like my siblings. They call it a backup plan. Ah, gotcha. I see where that's going. Alright. As I said, you have to keep an eye on them because knowing them... yeah. I know. Oh, it's just gonna end up poorly. Now. Is that all? That's about it that I know of. But I don't know if it's truly may or may not work. What makes you say that? Well, knowing them, and knowing how they do things, and knowing how short-tempered they are, it might end up with something a little bit more critical. So that's why I'm joining UA, so I can keep an eye on them. You are a good sibling. I try, but knowing my ways. As I said, you are a good son. But like you said, you just gotta keep your siblings under a very powerful leash. Hey, we're not dogs! It's a figure of speech, kids. What I mean is to make sure you two don't go on a murdering rampage. Good. He's got a point. Okay, I get it. I'll be nice. Please promise. Son. Alright, I promise I'll be... Nice. Nice. Was it really that hard to say it? Shut up. Up, mother. And yes, it was. That actually hurt my throat. Oh, you big baby. Well, I never. Bah. And Izuku just walks back to his room. They're a headache. Yeah, but they're our headache. And we love them, no matter what. What? Alright. This is when Izuku just starts walking left. When I mean left, I mean to his room. Eri also walks. But she helps Bakugo because, like I said, he's blind. Alright, we're in the room now. Ah, that's good to know. We need to get you a support dog. I do not need a support dog. Brother, you rammed into the wall twice. That's a glitch. Brother, I'll think about it, okay? That's all we're asking. Sometimes you ask for too much. We do not. He looks at them. Okay, maybe a little bit. But we just want what's best for you. But isn't me tolerating your criminality not enough? Hey, we're not that bad. Really? Okay, maybe a little bit. That's the best way to know, is to know your limits. Alright, yes, we get it. We have limits. And... we will try our best not to kill the students of Class 1A. And... we won't kill your girlfriend. We are not dating yet. Oh, yet. Shut up. Oh, I'm keeping that in mind, brother. You sneaky little... Oh, bombs in the house. And he just walks away. Brother, don't talk to me. Hey. Oh, shut up, Izuku. Oh, come on, I can't have a little laugh? No, you're grounded. No. Do we really have to join UA? I hate to say it, sis, but they got a point. You're actually with them on this one, brother? You hate UA. True, but think. We are literally one of the most strongest people in the world. People are gonna attack us, and they're gonna try to force us to join either side. So you're suggesting we should join them? You got a better idea to make sure that our brother doesn't get hurt? You and I both know we care about him, but we have limits on protection. And plus Nezu will be there. I don't like it. I don't like it too, but come on. Alright, we'll join. Good. When does this thing... We don't have to join until we're 20. Oh, we don't? Yeah, we don't have to join until, like, we're 20. So we have time. Oh, okay. And this is when Izuku just sits down. Alright. I'm gonna do a time skip. A couple of years has passed, and Bakugo started dating someone. A girl. And I'm gonna say her name is... You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna say it's a female. It's actually Ochako. Yeah, Ochako. Oh. Eri has a crush on a certain someone. Not gonna say who. And before you sick bastards say it, no, it's not Harizuku. You sick-minded freaks. Let's just say it's someone who. Let's just say in this one, Eri's lesbian. As for Izuku, he hasn't saw anyone yet because he's not interested. Yet. Until we finally get to him. Alright. This one they see Class 1A. Hey! Oh, hey, you two. And they just see Endeavor. Well, Endeavor. The number 2 hero. How you been? Yeah, another day, another dealing with All Might's bullshit. I can see that. So, you two are finally here? Yep. Bakugo's only here because of the therapy idea. Ah, yes. They still do that, don't they? Yes, Bakugo, they still do that. You don't have to worry. Oh, hey, babe. Hey, Ochako. And this is when Bakugo and Ochako kiss. This is when Izuku says, ugh, romance. Oh, come on, Izuku. You got... One of these days, someone is gonna tame your... someone is gonna tame you. Feh, I highly doubt it. That I am way too feared. Oh, really? Yeah, as I said, I'm too feared. Uh-huh. What is that supposed to mean? Uh-huh. The hell is that supposed to mean? Nothing. Anyway, I get it. But anywho, enough about that. Katsuki? Who's this? Oh, this is my girlfriend. Ochako. Hey, you two. Break this heart? I'll rip your face off. This is when they both say, Izuku. What? Sometimes the best thing is to show fear. Izuku, you're traumatizing her. No, he's not really. I'm fine. You sure? Positive. But if I was traumatized, I would probably be screaming my head off. Yeah, I'm with him. He would have done that. She would have done that. Anyway, by the way, in case you're wondering what Izuku's driving, he's driving a Mustang, and it's the kind that in Fast and Furious. Sure, Izuku can fly, but he only uses his quirk in case for extreme emergencies. Now, back with Izuku. And that's when they start entering UA. Now, Izuku and the other two have studied for this occasion, because they knew they were going to have to go, due to their reputation. Now, when Izuku Midoriya finally laid down his own, finally accepted, pretty much he just hears President Mike doing the yada yada yada, blah 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 speech, blah blah blah, all that, until Ida raises his hand, and tries to make a remark, but Izuku immediately stops him and just says, "Shut up." Up. And no one cares. Now, with Izuku Midoriya. Oh, shit. With Izuku Midoriya, he pretty much they just hear him explaining about the pointers, and he just like, oh. Sorry about that. You're fine, kiddo, just don't do that again. Got it. Now, when they finally got there, Izuku decided just to go fuck it and just starts walking. However, Katsuki is just sitting down just in case. That's when the students yell, "Hey, that's cheating!" There is no real fight in it. There is no real countdown when you're fighting actual villains. Go, go, go! And that's when they start going. Now Izuku takes on his his screaming death form, and pretty much just starts ripping and tearing apart the freaking robots. And that's when he hears, huh. So that's them, huh? The legendary Izuku Midoriya, aka the Screaming Death. Yep. This is when Izuku screams so loudly that he breaks the sound, that he actually breaks the robots and they just blow up. Holy crap. Huh. Anywho, pause break. Okay, I'm back. Now, this is when Nezu just pretty much sees him wrapping up points like nothing, along with the Inca, along with Eri, who is wrapping up points as him, to the point where it's getting tied. Tied and tied and tied. Wow, these kids are very impressive. They probably get that from their mother, or if I remember correctly. And pretty much when a certain woman, when a certain Nezu was about to press a button, and Aizawa presses it for him, and Nezu just looks at him offended and says, "That's my button." Well, you should have thought of that before decreasing my allowance. I'll bring you back your allowance with an extra 10%, 5%. Deal. Now don't push my button again. And my precious. Yeah, whatever. And this when the 0 pointer pops up, and Izuku just wraps his body around it, and it just immediately just crushes it. How powerful is Izuku? How powerful is your son? Oh, he's holding back. What? Yeah, that's just him holding back his powers. Why is he holding back his powers? You want the big version or the small reason? Big reason. Details. He knows he can easily defeat the entire Hero Society with one swipe of his tail. Though, Nezu, I'm surprised you haven't forced Bakugo to do this. I ain't dumb enough to piss off his brother. I'm seeing how those two fight. You think I'm dumb enough not to piss off something called Screaming Death? And I ain't suicidal. What about Eri? I've seen how she works. No. I ain't pissing off that demon. Hey, she's not a demon. Actually, you'll find that flattering. Ring. You'd be surprised. Now, with Izuku Midoriya, ow, fuck, who has taken out more than enough points, but this is when he hears no one, because no one got stuck. Because Izuku already destroyed it to the point where it shouldn't be a problem. Alright, let's go. Anyway, thanks for the fight, but is there a downside to this? What do you mean? I mean, this, all the fighting. What's the downside? There is no downside. Uh-huh. Where have I heard that before? Huh. Alright. Alright. If that's all, then we should probably get going. Yeah, let's go. That's when they start heading home. Anywho, is there any other downsides we should know? None that I could think of. When they get home. Now we just gotta wait for a week. I think they already sent their message because... think, brother. We managed to beat it pretty easily. You sure you want to join UA Bakugo? Brother, I told you a million times. Yes, I'm fine. Fine with it. What's up with you? Nothing. Just tired. What did you do, Ochako? I didn't do anything. Gee. Eesh. Still not used to her being in the house? I'm not used to her moving. I'm not used to her living here. You'll get used to it soon. Look, I get it. You don't trust her. I get it. But sometimes we gotta make our siblings do this doing. I mean, if we keep being protective, he's just gonna push us to the point where we won't see him anymore. I guess you're right. She's a good girl, I know. How do you know? Well, number one, why else would anyone date him? And they don't see him as a monster. I guess you're right. With El Chaco and Bakugo. Sorry about my siblings. Sweetie, it's fine. Now come on, snuggle with me. Why do you want to snuggle now? Let's just say I had a long day, too. Okay. And that's when I just start snuggling. I guess that's everything. Well, what now? Well, now we just let's sit down and just get comfortable, and we just wait. If that's all, well, then we should probably just get done. After a couple of days, and they finally got their entrance thing. Squared and settled. If that's everything, then we might as well just get some sleep. Agreed. Alright. Alright. Let's now. Alright, sorry about the pauses. But this is when Izuku just sits down. Huh? And when they finally get to UA, they decide to pretty much, well, they just see a big door. Do they really expect us to be big or something? Probably. This is when they see, and everyone's just looking at them. The hell are you all looking at? This is when Katsuki walks in. Brother, don't you dare start a fight. Hey, they're looking at us like we're the threat. Izuku, you managed to destroy a zero-pointer with your tail. Hell, it's a normal reaction. Whatever. So who's gonna be the sub-teacher? Oh, he is. He points at Endeavor. YOLO. Oh, hey Endeavor. Hello, Izuku. How have you been? Pretty good, you? Pretty good, pretty good. And that's when they start having a full-on conversation. You know, Izuku's always nice to Endeavor. Well, yeah, Endeavor doesn't see him as a monster. He doesn't really see him... Well, he sees him as a person, not a monster. Eh? What? Okay, I must be hallucinating or going blind. Why? Is Izuku blushing? I find that hard to believe. Of course you find it hard to believe. You're blind. Meh. Anywho, pause break. Okay, I am back. Sorry about the late. Now, when Izuku finally sat down and Endeavor got done, okay class, today we are going to be examining about quarks. And he explains the quarks. But this is when he stops after looking at someone disappointed. You're late, Shoto. Oh, whatever. I wish you didn't rep those damn points so you don't have to be in my damn class. This is what Izuku's even thinking. I don't even blame you. Ooh, excuse me. Now, when Izuku pretty much sat down and pretty much just saw the rest of the class, and they realized that Izuku has a reputation with Shoto because of the scar on his arm, they see the big chunk scar on his arm, and it is not easily unnoticeable because it's a big one. He even has his missing eye, where his usual scar eye would be, it's now missing off. It's not wearing an eye patch. Damn, damn Izuku, you really went feral on him. Yep, I don't even regret it one bit. 5, 6, 7. So what now? That's up to you. You have an idea on how we can handle this? Well, depends on all on them. If this ends up bad, we'll just leave. I hope so. And class just continues, but this one they pretty much they don't do the thing due to Endeavor being the substitute teacher, and Aizawa actually asleep. Now, when pretty much they decide to do the heroes versus villains a little early, due to Izuku's hatred towards All Might. In fact, when All Might does go to class, Eri, Bakugo, and Izuku do not train with him because they don't like him at all. Like, they're okay they prefer to watch him die. Seriously, that's how much they care for that little shit. Forever and ever, by the way. You okay, Izuku? Yeah, I just wish he wasn't here. Who? You know who. Oh. All Might? Yeah, who else? Why does he have to be here? Well, I hate to say it, Izuku, but we're gonna have to get used to him because I got a feeling we're gonna bump into him more than once. Sure. Bump into him my ass. Like hell I'm gonna bump into him. Hey, I don't like him either, but we can't pass class unless we talk to him. Sure, not happening. Anywho, a couple of months has passed, and Izuku pretty much has finally to get to class because All Might left. And they decide to have dinner, have lunch, with the usual. But no one bothers them because, well, number one, how feared he is. So, Erie, yeah? You said you have a girlfriend now, huh? Yep. She's not in this class. She's not even in this school. Well, she didn't want to be a hero, and I didn't blame her. What does she do then? She's actually working as a carpenter. Oh, a carpenter, huh? Yeah. I guess that's understandable. Well, uh-huh. Then you wouldn't mind me inviting her to dinner today. Hey, if she's available. Yeah, true. Let's see. Alright. If that's all, then we might as well just get to class. When they get to class, Endeavor mostly teaches. But this is when he hears, okay, class, I will not be teaching much today because someone wanted to teach Izuku and, well, Eri. Be something. Who is it? This is when I hear the door opening. I am here! And this is when Izuku just walks out like, nope. Young Midoriya, please sit down. Fuck you, you slutty bitch. Midoriya, you can't avoid me forever. No, but I can try. Young Midoriya. Yeah, it's Mr. Midoriya to you, you faggot. Not young Midoriya. This one all my thinking, you little unconceivable brat. Why does he hate All Might so much? That's a question asked by him, not me. I mean, he has his reason. Then he just doesn't trust him. He doesn't trust All Might? But many of the Hero Society trust him. Yeah, the Hero Society, not Izuku. Izuku sees him as a threat to Bakugo. Oh, because Bakugo is blind. That's half the reason why he sees him as a threat. Okay, I see that. I mean, I can't really be mad at him as seeing him as a threat. I mean, I would too, especially with that quirk. What's that supposed to mean? What I mean is, I wouldn't blame him for seeing All Might as a threat. I mean, I've seen how you two fight. I don't blame him. Huh. Alright. Thanks, who are you? Oh, my name's Mina. Eri, you already know my brother Bakugo. Yo, hello. I'm taking a guess the kiddo with the red eyes is your brother Izuku? Yep, the one without pupils. Huh. So, do you have a quirk similar to theirs? No, my quirk is different. I have an explosion time quirk. Must be pretty powerful. Not as powerful as my brother, but along there. Huh. Do you think he'll trust us? I suggest you start with me. Unlike my brother, he's the most protective. I'm just a short-tempered. So pretty much start with you first, then Izuku, then Bakugo? No, other way around. Izuku, me, Bakugo, then Izuku. Once you have our trust, he'll talk to you. Alright, thanks for the information. No problem. But why are you telling me all this? Well, number one, Mina. Huh? I'm dating your sister, Ashley. Oh. Yeah, so you're the lucky girl that she's been talking about all day. Yep. How's she doing? Oh, Mom's still mad that she wouldn't become a hero due to her quirk. Or thinking it will raise money for the family, but they're okay with me being a hero. Some parents should just be grateful they even try to get jobs, you know? My parents are grateful, but they just wish she chose a job that was more complex, more money-ish. So they're greedy. I hate to admit it, but yeah, they're greedy. Wish they weren't. What about your parents? What are they like? They're not greedy actually. They're pretty chill. Really? Yep. Huh. I guess that makes sense. I guess that makes sense. Alright. Well, see you later. See ya. And this is when pretty much they walk out. But pretty much this is when they hear this is when they just hear Izuku, All Might, get your filthy hands off of me. What do you have a problem against me, young man? You want to lose your arms? Oh boy. Hey, Bakugo? Yep, already on it. I'm calling Mom. Young man, I want to know. Get off, or you're losing your arm. Like I'm scared of a... And this when Izuku transforms into Screaming Death and just tries to bite All Might. Yep, it's happening. Oh shoot. And All Might is just trying his best, but the teeth on Izuku's tongue does not help. Ah, frick! All Might, what did you do to my student? What do you mean? I'm just trying to get answer. By forcing him into talk? That's what a smart idea, All Might. Izuku, please, calm down. And this one, Izuku just pierces his tongue further into All Might's skin and he starts tearing it. Yeah! Izuku. This one, Bakugo says, Izuku, if you don't calm down, I'll call Mom. Izuku, look at me. And this one, he looks at Endeavor and Bakugo. And he sees the phone, but he also sees Endeavor. Calm down, please. You're scaring people. You're just proving the point that people will see you as a monster. Don't you want to make a term that even the most dangerous Quark can be a hero? Yeah, hey Izuku, I know you don't know me, but they're right. Come on, big guy. And he just sees Eri. Sees another kid, and he realizes it's Tenyida. We're not scared of you. Come on, big guy. And this one he just lets All Might go. This one, and Nezu walks in, and he puts up the most pissed off face that even Endeavor's like, hey, you should back up. I'm backing up, backing up, backing up. I'm backing up, backing up, backing up. All Might? Huh? Office. Now. Yes, sir. My deepest apologies about this, Izuku. I did not mean this to go this far. No, it's my fault. I let my anger and my emotions control me. True, but I saw the whole thing. All Might was trying to force you to talk. My deepest apologies. And where's Aizawa? What? I'm right here. Why haven't you been teaching the class? Well, don't think. With my strategy, even I know better. Actually, Izuku's a big fan of y'all, Endeavor. Shut up! Oh, really? Yeah, he's like a big fan of you. Oh. Huh. I'll keep that in mind. Anywho. So, Izuku. Yeah? You're a fan, huh? Yeah? Is that bad? It's not, kid. It's just surprising. Huh. Well, anyway, Izuku, I saw everything as well, and I am actually disappointed in All Might to even think that he could force a child to talk about something he doesn't want to talk about. Yeah. Though, I gotta ask, is there a reason why you hate him? Yeah, there is. Huh. This one he just looks at Eri. She nods. A couple of years ago, when we were still kids and we were supposed to go to UA, but my mom refused, All Might attacked us because he accused us of being villains because we didn't join UA because of our quirks. I defended myself, but All Might, well, he looks at Eri, gave my sister a blind eye. And everyone just sees Eri removes her hair that's covering the blind eye and they show it. Oh my god. This is when Shoto's thinking, well, geez, no wonder they're protective now. Now I just feel like an idiot. Oh, who am I kidding? They deserved it. So that's half the reason why we hate All Might. Does Nezu know about this? Well, now I do! Oh, and they turn around to see Nezu. Oh. I can't believe he would go so low in doing this. What are you gonna do to him? I'm gonna fire his ass! You sure that's wise? The world does need a simpler peace. Yeah, as much as I want to say no, as much as I want to say yes, I am going to fire him, I know it's just gonna make things worse. Know that from experience, Nezu? Unfortunately, yes. No, I know that from experience. So, All Might. Nezu. Yeah. So you're keeping Nezu. You're keeping him? As much as I don't want to, I am. Mostly because we need a hero. As much as I want to see an All Might dead, I can't do it. It's not part of me. It's not who I am. Okay. So, so what now? Well, now you guys can go back to work. As for you, All Might, if this shit's pulled again, you're fired. I'll fire you who so badly you're gonna be wishing you worked for Benson in regular show. Izuku's thinking, good god, I feel old. Oh, and I'm only in my 20s. And this is when Izuku just starts wailing in. But this is when this is when they started to do the heroes versus villains, because Izuku skipped it a lot. Now, this is when they come out. Now, I'm going to pull it For Honor. Izuku's costume looks a lot like For Honor in the default version. Bakugo's doesn't have one because he wears a suit. As for Eri, her quirk is similar to Deku's, who's like in canon, except without the bunny ears, and it still has like the metal mask part. And it's not even look like a mask, she just wears the mask that covers the mouth, that's it. Now, when Deku, aka Izuku, comes out and they see the big three. Alright, you two, due to you guys many times skipping due to All Might, I don't know why he kept coming in. He told me that he was going to just it's to school and Izuku forgave him. You actually fell for that? No, but I couldn't say no because he forced me on it. That? I'm gonna have to decrease his salary for that. Thinking Izuku's a spoiled brat. He has no room to talk. No, he really doesn't. Alright, so as I said, you two are going to be fighting the big three. Alright. This is when pretty much the big three comes out. This is the big three. Yep. Huh. Alright. Say that we fight them. What's the catch? You can't kill them. Uh-huh. There is no catch, I promise. Yes. You know what's fucked up? I would believe that if you knew how to control All Might. Like, sheesh. I mean, I don't blame him for having trust issues, but damn. Don't worry about All Might. He's out of the picture, I promise. He better. I hate to ruin a day. Yeah, don't worry. Sorry about the pause. Alright, now, begin! Now, when Izuku Midoriya actually started fighting the monster, when he started fighting people, well, aka the Big Three tried to use their quirks, but Izuku was just overpowering them because of his abilities. Nejiro pretty much got whacked by Izuku's tail. It was so hard that she made a wall of crater. The other two he pretty much lets out a deadly scream to the point where they pass out. That was easy. Hey, Eri? I think I should set this one out. Why? I can control time and I have an explosion quirk. Ooh, fair point. Alright, in that case, never mind. Anywho, is there anything else we should know? Besides All Might, Besides All Might on the point of being fired, that's it. Alright. Alright, so what now? So, now that we got that settled, we might as well just accept it. We're not going to go through. This is when they get back to class. But pretty much this is when Aizawa and Endeavor stop Izuku. Hey, Izuku. We got a question. What? Your brother, Bakugo. What happened? Nothing. But what's his past with Shoto? Why? Shoto wants to talk to him. Don't let him near him. Don't plan on it. But this is when Izuku takes a whiff of their scent and he immediately pins them. You two are not them. This is when both the eyes turn cattish. Clever. And this is when the other one turns into mush. You should have stayed away. But this one Izuku was about to bite Toga's head, obviously, until Bakugo says, this is when Eri says, wait, don't! What? Why? She's a member of UA. Hey, then why is she naked? This isn't enough proof. She shows her hero license. Oh. My bad. It's fine. I just wanted to see how good you were. Yeah, pulling that shit was not a wise idea. I'll keep that in mind. Anyway, I'm Toga. And I will be your sub-teacher until, well, things cool off. Why? What happened? Talk. Best way of saying it, something went horribly wrong. Oh. Nothing good? Nope. Nothing good. Hmm. Alright. Let's do this. Hmm. This is when Izuku just sits down and starts going to them. Hmm. What else we got? Actually, now I think about it, we don't got anything else. Hmm. Now, when Izuku pretty much just starts walking forward, he notices that Endeavor and Aizawa literally arguing at All Might. And he just walks off. All Might does anyway, not Izuku. We're never gonna get to him. I doubt we're even gonna get him even talking. Might as well just accept it. Alright. Hey, you two, what was the argument for? Huh? Oh, hey, Zuko. Sorry, but we had to let some things out of our chest, and All Might was one of them who got near. Huh. And this when Izuku realizes that they're pretty much just panting hard. Hard and just turning red. This when Izuku just bluntly answers the question. When's the last time you masturbated? Ah! Dude! What? That is not a question you instantly ask. Well, look who's talking. You're literally sweating. And plus, you're breathing heavily. It's a dead giveaway you haven't done it in a while. Is it that obvious? I'm afraid so. We can't do anything about it because we have no time. Literally. We literally have no time to do any of this. Believe me. We tried. Have you tried asking Nezu for a break? Like, that's gonna be easy. He could tell when we were lying. So we're not even gonna try to ask. The only time we get a day off if we need to, like if we got a fatal injury. And that's not even enough to get us off at least out of guard duty. Not enough, anyway. Oh, don't be. He's so uptight. I bet he'll allow it. What makes you say that? Well, I could just. Let's go with. I could. But just fuck you two. Isn't that against. We're both 20 and we both need our fucking moment. Besides, something bad's gonna happen. And it's just quick, like in and out. Nothing too big. I don't know. What about... Oh, it's fine. I'm okay with it. Alright. But if we're doing this, we're gonna do it at one of our houses. Which one has the most quiet? That will be mine. Aizawa raises his hand. Alright, then. I guess we're doing it at your house. This is when they just get to the house. And Endeavor and Aizawa are just embarrassed. Mostly because Izuku sees why. They're bulky feminine is the best way of saying it. Wow. Are you sure you two ain't trans? Oh, very funny. let's just get this over with. Okay. And this is when Izuku just starts banging them both. After literally a couple of hours, whereas Izuku finally, well, got them down. With Izuku, holy crap, how the hell, well, I mean, geez, I know it must have been a while, but not that long, right? I'm pretty much gonna say right. Because that must have been a long trip if it took them that long to let it out. Sheesh, I was gonna have to clean the bed. And now, I can't get up. And this one, Izuku just hears the phone ringing. Ah, crap. Of course I can't get up. Man, I can't get up. There's the phone. Yep, it's arm reaching distance. And that's when he just grabs the phone. Hello. Oh, Izuku, where are you? I'm, well... Izuku, where are you? I'm at Aizawa's place. Why are you at Aizawa's place? Take a guess, Sherlock. What's that supposed to mean? For the love of... Their hormones... Well... Oh, booty call? Yes, booty call. Oh. And I think I'm probably gonna make a lot more of them. Why? Because... number one, they're not letting me go. Oh. Well, that's one reason. But, yeah, we were kind of worried. I don't have to worry anymore, but I don't think I'll be able to go home today. Mostly because they're on my chest. Did they enjoy it? We'll take a guess. What time is it? It's 3 a.m. You were gone till literally after school. Oh. That long? Yep. And guess who wants to talk to you? Oh, boy. Oh, here you go, Mom. Crap. Izuku? Look, I know what you're gonna say, and I have a politically good reason. It better be a good one. On booty call. That's the reason why you haven't come home? A booty call? Who was the booty call? Endeavor and Aizawa. Well, damn you, Eerie. Hey, he's gonna find out. Endeavor and Eerie. Wait, Endeavor and Aizawa. Seriously? Yes, seriously. How did that work? Well, they're on my chest, they're smiling, and they are fucking heavy sleepers of hell, because I'm talking with a full voice, I'm not whispering. Wow. You must have jammed them pretty good. Very funny. So yeah, I'm not gonna be able to go I'm probably gonna get some sleep. It would probably be wise because we're probably gonna find you. How? Oh, we put a tracking device on your phone. Oh. And tell them next time they want a booty call, they can just come to the house. They don't know where we live. It never does. Oh. Right. She does. I mean, he does. Anyway, be back by noon. Be back in the morning. Oh, and lucky for you, Izuku, it's Saturday. Huh. It must be my lucky day. And that's when Izuku did... well, he tries to get up, but he doesn't. And I can't move. Great. Now what? Hmm. All right. Hey. Now this is when Izuku Midoriya just sits down. Well, actually, no. He tries to get up, but he can't. Well, crap. This is when they finally wake up. Ow. Hello, sleepyheads. What time is it? It's 3 in the morning. What? Ow, fuck. Yeah, I wouldn't move. Ah. And Daizawa, I can't feel my legs. Not surprising. And can you move a little bit? I have to go to the bathroom. I bet. Go ahead. Ah. And this one, Izuku's not even limping. Sheesh. Alright, actually I should probably help Endeavor. Come on! Ow, ow, ow. Did you have to go rough? Well, number one, you're the one who kept asking me to go harder, and you kept calling me the sexual death. We did call you that. And those were more than just a hormone booty call, wasn't it? What are you talking about? Well, for starters, Izuku. I mean, for starters, you two. Oh, you let out your emotions when you talked. What? How bad? You kept telling me that you like me and you have a crush on me for the past while now. Oh. So, yeah, you didn't really show. Oh, yeah. Huh. Alright. Is that all? Yeah. Huh. Sorry about the pause. And that's when, well, Izuku's family comes in. And they just see Endeavor covered in blankets along with Aizawa. Are you two awake? Yup. Uh-huh. Huh? They both blush. Did you two tell him yet? Oh, we did! While we were having sex. Shit, not surprising there. I swear, Izuku, I might as well just call you the pimp. And because you already got 2 males at you. Actually, Bakugo's the pimp, not me. Oh. Ooh, very funny, Izuku. I'm not a pimp. Imp. Besides, if I was a pimp, I would have more than one woman. You're the pimp, Izuku. How am I a pimp? He points at the 2 men. That's a threesome. That's a difference. A pimp will have more than one woman. Uh-huh. Alright. Let's do this. So... good? Yeah. Huh. What now? Well, what do you think? I say we just let's enjoy the moments that we have. Alrighty. And by the way, I approve. Oh, great. Because wait, were you two already dating or something? Nope. Oh, we just started dating. Really? A booty call and immediately you two are related? Or you two are in a relationship? Yep, I'm not judging. Huh? Besides, I kinda always wanted to ask them out, but I was too young. Izuku, they were around your age. Yeah, but you can't have a relationship outside of UA until you're in your 20s, remember? Oh, right. UA and their laws. Does Nezu even know about this? Yes, I do! I never realized the phone. What the? I tried to get a hold of... You guys forgot to turn off your phone! Oh, no. Whoops. And plus, you forgot to turn off the mic. How many people are hearing this? This is when Midnight says, here, hello. You too, Hawk. You forgot to turn off your mics. By the way, nice job taming those two. Oh, but next time, this one everyone yells, mute us! Maybe I should just increase the sound so you guys can hear us more. Or don't you dare, Izuku. What's gonna stop me? Hey, how about your mother? You have a mic too. I bet you were blushing. I wish I wasn't. And truth be told, that was a lot of noise. Yeah, and we did hear complaining about out loud sexual enhancements. Yeah. I guess anything's possible now. I guess. So, what now? I don't know. Huh. Alright. Fuck it. So what now? Well, now, and is when a blast happens. The fuck? And Ichigo walks out, and he just hears, fear me. Who the fuck is that? All for one. Ow. Oh, for the love of... This one all for one just sees Izuku, naked. Put some pants on. I'm not gonna need them for a minute. And that's when Izuku transforms into a streaming death and just charges at All for One. All for One tries to attack him with his armies of Nomus, but Eri comes along and starts helping him. But this is when Katsuki just takes off his glasses. Katsuki, what are you gonna... Mother... Please let me help. Okay. And this when he's out. This is when Bakugo turns into his Whispering Death and just starts trembling down. Izuku notices that. He's actually using his quirk? That's a first. And this is when Izuku just starts attacking, and then Bakugo comes out from below and pretty much just attacks them undetected. Ryu comes along with Overall, who just got back from his work until he saw his smashed up car, which was done by All for One, which he hears, my car! and he starts attacking the Nomus as well. Oh, this is when we just see Nezu. Aren't you two? Actually, no, we see I'm gonna say Nezu came to the door and he just watches the fight. This is when Nezu just sees Aizawa and All Might Endeavor not helping. Aren't you two gonna help him? How? Our ass hurts too much. Fair point. And that's when Izuku just starts devouring the Nomus and starts swiping his tail. The Nomus start attacking him, and one of them tries to hold his jaw, but Izuku, with his tongue, just slices the Nomu's head. Bakugo managed to eat one of them, and Eri is just taking them out one by one, along with her quirk, along with Ryu. Now, Izuku managed to get the All for One, and he just bites onto him so hard it chops him in half. And he just starts eating the corpse. Izuku immediately calmed down. And everyone just starts cheering for Izuku. That's a first. So, I guess I'm a hero now? Yep, here's your license. Ow. Well, at least it's a good picture. And here's your license. Alright. And, well, this one Izuku says, meh, alright, I'm gonna go fuck my boyfriends again. And, seriously, didn't you two just get done? And, well, you're gonna have to hear it. Oh, great. Someone put a sound barrier around those two. They could be at it for months. What's at this rate? And that's about it. This has been a one-shot of What If Deku was the Screaming Death. I mean, not the Screaming Death. Blech. Oh, yeah, Screaming Death. It was What If Deku was the Screaming Death. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. This has been Dunkel Dylan here, God of Chaos. Bye.